Hi, and welcome to our first Instagram guide. This webinar series is essentially going to go through all of the nuances of Instagram, how to level up your social media game, as long as providing tips for not only engagement, but also content creation. So going through, we are going to start with how to make your Instagram profile approachable. And what that means is when somebody logs onto Instagram or finds your profile, you want it to be really easy for them to actually understand what you're selling, what you do, where you're located, and what your core values are of your business. So there's a couple different ways you can go about doing this, but some of the biggest tips I always have is for your Instagram bio. So to start, your Instagram profile handle should be super clear and concise. And what that means is it should be really your business name and nothing else. Sometimes if a handle is obviously taken, it's okay to add like Del Mar after it. That's typically what we suggest. So just making it as clear as possible. Your profile name can actually be different from your profile handle and is a great way to allow your profile to be more search optimized. And essentially what that means is it allows users to find you and your profile. So how you do this is if you are a restaurant, for example, you could say Viewpoint Brewing Co. Brewery in Del Mar. You can say basically, it's just adding in those keywords that define your business. So typically we like to have in here either if you're a retailer, you should have retailer in the bio, you should add clothing store, or if you're a restaurant, it should say restaurants, brewery, wine bar, whatever defines your particular business should be added into your business name. Next, your profile image should be the logo of your business. If you don't have a logo, then an outside photo of your business is the next best thing. Your bio. So your bio is actually one of the most important parts of your entire Instagram profile and should really accomplish a couple different things. First, it should show you the who, the what, and the where of your business. I think the where is where people sometimes forget to add. So make sure that your profile says that you're a business in Del Mar. It's really important for people searching for things to do in the area so that they know that you are within the Del Mar Village area. So have that in your profile. As long as you have that, you should be good to go, as well as just a couple little details about your business. For example, again, the who, define your restaurant. If you're a restaurant or if you're a retailer, this is your opportunity to define what you sell. So do you sell surfing apparel? Do you sell women's apparel or men's? This should all be outlined in your Instagram bio. And then also in your Instagram bio, this is a great opportunity to add emojis that might go along with your business. So again, if you're a brewery, adding a beer cup here, and so on, as well as adding a hashtag. So if you have a branded hashtag for your business, make sure to have that in your bio so people can click on it and then actually see user-generated content and images that have that hashtag in it. And then finally, you should definitely have a website link. And this can go, if you don't have a current website, this can also go to like a reservations page. But having a website link is super important for people to be able to take action from your profile and learn a little bit more, find you on a map, and really kind of, again, take action and utilize Instagram to funnel customers to your business. So now that you know the tips for a great Instagram profile, let's find out how we tell your story. So every business has their own unique story, and Instagram is a wonderful platform to be able to show that story not only through images, but also through captions, Instagram stories, and just all of the images you actually take and choose to share is really important. So with that, we wanted to go through 5 tips for creating your own content, because creating your own content is essentially the same thing as telling your story. Just a few things I wanted to mention here before I dive into the image piece is that telling your story is very focused on the images, but also the captions. So as much as you're able to give insight to users on who runs the business, what the business stands for, what you guys pride yourself on, all of those little nuances are really important when telling your overall story and can be really beneficial to users when it's added into captions. So make sure as much as you can to add a little personality and flair to your Instagram captions. With that being said, 5 tips for creating your own Instagram content. A lot of it has to do with the lighting. Finding the right light for images can make or break how a photo performs. So with that, soft lighting and warm shadows are typically what perform the best on Instagram. Soft lighting is essentially where in the shadows, so not in direct sunlight, and then warm shadows typically happen first thing in the morning around sunrise and then at sunset, where that shadow turns a more golden color. Next is showing products, meals, and any of your other business products essentially in their natural environment. So if you sell clothing, show them on the racks, show them on people, show them in areas where people would actually see them. Basically, showing the products and meals and whatever it might be in your actual business is really important for people because it brings them in and gives them basically an inside look into what it would look like to come to your business. So if you can show, again, clothing on the racks in your store, if you can show Instagram stories of people trying them on, all of those little things will help to engage a user and also bring them in and want to come into your store to try on something or try a meal. So on the restaurant side of things, if you have a meal coming out, we love to see those on tables. That's always really beneficial for Instagram and typically performs really well. Show it in a nice table layout, and then have some kind of beautiful backdrop, whether it is the back of your restaurant or somebody else actually physically going in to eat the food. It just gives people the idea of what it would be like to be sitting in the restaurant and actually have that food be theirs. Next, when it comes to filters, we typically suggest not using heavy filters because as the Instagram algorithm continues to develop, it's actually now favoring content that is less heavily filtered. And so this is a great thing for businesses because it means like you don't have to hire somebody to take images. You really just need to focus on great lighting and you don't need to focus on post-production editing. However, if you do want to add in a touch of a filter or just adjust lighting, the apps that we suggest using are the Tezza app or Retouch app. The Retouch app is a great app if you're trying to remove unwanted things from your image. Say there's a speck of dust on something, or an unwanted hair, or just anything that you want to remove from an image. The Retouch app is just a one touch and it'll remove any of those pieces from a photo. So really, really useful. And then lastly, when it comes to creating your content, one of the biggest tips we always suggest is shooting photos and videos at the same time so you can double the impact of your content. Users really like to see a variety of content when it comes to Instagram, so the more you can utilize both images and video content, it'll help your content really, really outperform, as well as you can do a photo in your feed and then add Instagram stories of that same dish or outfit or whatever it might be to your stories. So utilizing content in different forms in different areas of the app is really important as well. And then almost last but not least, probably one of the most important things is building a community on Instagram. So social media is about being social. That's where it started from. So engaging with your audience is really what's going to allow your account to increase in followers, increase in engagement, and overall increase the amount of visitors see your business. So with engagement, we typically like to say there's a 15-minute daily engagement strategy. It really only takes 15 minutes a day. You can shorten it to 10 if you need, but it's really quick and easy. Engagement doesn't have to be something that happens every single hour of the day when you see comments come in. It can really happen all at one time. So we typically like to say the first 5 minutes, focus on replying to any comments, questions, story replies, anything that somebody has messaged you that deserves a response, should really be responded to. Next, this is your 5-minute opportunity to interact with users who have tagged you in posts. So I think this is oftentimes forgotten and not utilized, but tagged posts are one of the best way you can get your business name out there. So it's really important for businesses to comment back, to thank those customers for coming, and just engage with them, showing that you are seeing the content, you appreciate the post, and you hope they come back next time. And then finally, engaging with other businesses in the area by commenting on or liking their content is extremely important for account growth. And this can also be accounts that are similar to yours, accounts that you just follow. It's just important to utilize the app for engaging with other people because this will essentially allow the account to grow and continue to be discovered. Instagram's algorithm favors accounts that continuously use the software and continuously engage with the software. So the more you're able to engage with others, the more likely your content is to be shown to other accounts. And then finally, we want to review Instagram Reels. If you haven't heard of Instagram Reels, it's essentially a feature on Instagram that allows you to post short form video content in a really quick and zippy way. It's really fun for users to view, and it's actually one of the top indicators that your account will continue to grow right now on Instagram. Instagram's been favoring accounts that post around 4 reels per week. I know that might sound like a lot of reels, but reels are actually very simple to create and only take a few seconds. So really what you need for reels, 5 tips that we like to focus on is 1, find your niche and post clips frequently. Clips do not need to be long whatsoever. They could be 10 seconds, something as simple as just watching a beer get poured and having a caption say, "We're ready to see you this Friday." They can be as simple as that, but always remember to add music to your videos. That is one of the key pieces and one of the key areas where Instagram will allow the reel to be seen by more people, as if you add in music and you add in those features that Instagram allows you to have access to. So like we said, post to your niche. So figure out what your niche is, whether that's a restaurant, whether that's retail. Focus on your niche specifically. Add your captions, keep them short and precise. Add music. And then make sure you have a very catchy video cover. So when you finish recording your reel, you have the opportunity to basically put up a cover on as the video cover for the reel. This can be a photo that you take separately. It doesn't need to be an image from the reel itself. You can actually upload an image completely separate, or you can take one of the image still shots from the video itself and have that be the cover. Either way, you want this to be something that draws a user in and makes somebody pause in their feed to want to view it. And then finally, videos with good lighting always perform better. So again, the brighter your videos can be, the more clear all the shots are, the better it will perform because Instagram will favor that kind of content. So overall, this is our first Instagram guide. We're just going over some of the basics to help get your account seen by more people. It really comes down to making sure that your account is approachable, making sure you're telling your story, you're outreaching to your community, and you're utilizing Instagram's features such as Instagram Reels to capture people's attention and also show Instagram that you're an active user, which will then in turn allow them to show your account to more users.